Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to day 11 of Creda. Today we're doing the altar project. I was recording the video, did something silly, and I had to start all over. So here we are. I hope you don't mind. I did a video about 12 minutes, so nothing super long. But here we are. So what I did is I took this paper, and it's from the Flora paper pad collection. It's a hot buy at Michael's, and it's by Craftsmith Bella Flora, and we're using this one right here. This cutting board comes from the Dollar Tree. We're using this by the spool ribbon, and it's $1.99 for 4 yards, which in my opinion is great. And you know, I got this from Joann Fabric, and Joann Fabric has coupons, and sometimes they have things on sale, but you can probably have gotten that for less than $2. I'm just gonna cut this excess glue off if I can, and then we'll go back to putting the rest of that down around it. I think I may do a double layer, but I'm not sure yet because I want to put some flowers in, and none of these colors will probably match. Just so y'all know, none of these colors will probably match. They'll all coordinate, but not like match because I want to put some big yellow flowers down. I was having problems with my glue gun earlier. I hope you're all excited that today is Friday. I am. If you have to work tonight, then I can understand why you won't be excited. I'm out of frame, but I'm just putting the glue down at the bottom of the cutting board. I got the cutting board from the Dollar Tree for $1. I really wish I could find this cutting board, this size and style cutting board, 2 for $1, because I could definitely alter more things if it was more price effective for me. Even though it's only $1 and that's a really good deal, some things that I buy, I'm like, this isn't worth $1, and I feel awkward or bad for cutting up something that someone else may be able to use for the actual intended purpose. I'm not that great at altering things. I don't have a great imagination when it comes to altering certain things. Like this cutting board, I have an idea of what I want to do with it, but I probably could do a lot better if I was into, you know, more of altering items. But I think altering is probably one of my last things that I've started to do, and I really enjoy altering projects, because you take something and change it. I'm not talking about upcycling. I'm not talking about taking something that was already used and changing. I'm talking about taking something and completely changing its appearance. If you buy a shelf and you paint it and decorate it, and you use it for the same purpose, that's a little bit different than what I'm thinking in my head. So I was thinking that can you see? Because I'm doing this awkwardly. I was thinking about doing a double row, and that looks real kitchen or bathroom now, huh? We're gonna leave that off for now, but I want to put this flower on here. And even though this is a red and pink and black and cream cutting board, now I want to see how this flower is going to look. That just came off. That just happened. And I really want to put them in the corners because I like putting flowers. If you all remember, I did the fan, the paper fan for Berry Crafty Bonet. She had a challenge a couple of months ago, and I did that, and I used the ink and I put this and I kind of distressed it I don't know if I'll do that today because this purple, this yellow flower really just says, leave me alone. I like being the way I am right now. So we'll see if I use that. I have this butterfly sticker wall decal that I really want to put on here. But because I've made it this way, I don't think that these butterflies would look good. So we're going to go ahead and go with my first notion, which was to use some of the things I have on my desk. And I'm just going to try and work it, and we'll see where we go. So give me a second to collect my rambly thoughts, and I'll be back. What do you think about that? Just throw them on there? No. I'm going to work on them. I have a question for you all. As you all know, I'm a new crafter, so I don't know a whole bunch of things. But isn't this the Prima symbol? I bought this in a D-stash, I believe. But these are Recollections flowers. But isn't that the Prima flower symbol? Or is that the universal sign for flowers? Let me know in the comment section below. I was thinking about doing this, but I think because I have those polka dots, it's not going to work. And once I use up, and I've already said this, once I use up all of my paper, once I use up all of my prefabricated flowers, I don't plan on buying any more. I plan on just using my regular paper, probably some ugly paper in my opinion, and making it into a pretty paper. I like to do that. I definitely like to go in and find papers that are not that attractive and make things that are attractive in my opinion. I realize that a lot of things that you may like, I don't like, and a lot of things that I may like, you don't like, which is always good. That's what makes us all unique and diverse. And let me go ahead and put this back in. I am going to put that second row of trim on here because it looks plain and bland. And I think this little gold, the gold foiling in there, is calling me to do something goldish or something kind of like that. I was going to bling it all out, but I don't think I'll be blinging it out either. So let's see. I don't know if I'm going to use those flowers. And this little stem just came right off the back of this flower, so I need to be careful when I am pulling flowers out. And I'm going to start in this corner right here. I'm just going to apply this glue right there. I was having problems with my glue gun on the first video. It was not doing what it needed to do, which is put glue down. I had loaded up with a new glue stick and everything, and I don't know why it was acting like today was Friday. It's like you used me 2 days in a row, and I was just singing it good praises about how it saved, it automatically shut off and all this other stuff, or not shut off, but just went on to like I want to call it a dormant or a sleep mode. I was watching a video gamer yesterday play a video game. I have always liked to just watch my friends play video games, and since now all of my friends are old and have families and probably don't play video games as much as they used to, and we don't live around each other, I can't watch them. So I watch gamers on YouTube play, which is big business. If you ask me, they have a lot of people like it, and video game industries are definitely like free advertisement, and they're probably doing a little bit of sponsorship as well on some of the bigger names. I was watching a particular YouTuber, and someone's like, "You watch him too?" I was like, "Yeah, but I have to cut it out because he curses a lot, and I don't want my little roommate to start cursing." When children are young, they don't know what means, but as they get older and they hear certain words often, they think it's okay to use. Hopefully you can see something. The glue almost got me. Almost. It didn't, but it almost got me. I have a major project that I want to try and do. But I don't know if I'm going to wait to do it to next year once I move, or I'm going to try it now. It's not a junk journal. Those junk journals that I have in mind will definitely be next year's priority. I'm going to try to do one junk journal every 2 months. So I'm going to try to make 6 junk journals next year, or 5, because January and February and maybe the beginning of March, I will not be crafting much. I'm going to be getting it together, figuring it out, and then I'm going to pre-enroll or sign up for school this year. Once I figure out who will take my degree that I already have, and go from there. I've actually been thinking about graphic design. It's just been in my head. I still want to be a school teacher, I want to be a teacher, but I've been swayed on what I want to do. I've always wanted to teach elementary school, because you know, you do a lot of subjects. You don't just stick to one subject. So I would love to teach some little child their alphabets and how to count to 50, and their colors and their shapes, and you know, read some books and talk about the cats and dogs and Dick and Jane, See Sally Run, you know, those books. So maybe, am I dating myself? You already know how old I am. Maybe they don't do that anymore. I definitely don't want to go to a school program that only does computer related training, even though that would be good. That would be cool to work in a computer lab. Is that what they still call it? The computer lab? That's what we called ours when I was growing up. And we only did computer lab like an hour a day. And we played number munchers, and we played a lot of educational games. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I love that little game. Oregon Trail, love that. And they've revamped some of those games, so if you are interested in any of those games I just talked about, you're more than welcome to do a Google search, and you can probably find it on some type of Excel programming. I'm not even sure how those people do that, but that would be awesome to learn how to do. Anyway, I want to teach with paper and pen and books to little kids. If not little kids, then a community center. I would love to teach arts and crafts to a community center. So I have a friend who is a crocheter as well, and she was saying that they have these master crochet classes in New York City that she said she was going to be going to this year. I'm not sure if she went, and she asked me what did I consider her to be. You know, they have novice, beginner, is it beginner, novice, intermediate, and then master. And I told her that she was probably intermediate, beginner, from the last time we crocheted together, and I was like novice, beginner, because I can't or don't like to read patterns. You know, some of the patterns are just crazy, and I guess I can save that for a later day when we're talking about crocheting, because some of you are probably like, what? Did she just get on the bus and leave us? So the answer is no. We're going to stick with what we're doing, which is this. I really like this. I don't wish, but it would be cool to just do it all the way around, but then it would just be a whole bunch of wasted lace, and we're not about wasting our craft products. We're definitely not about that life. So now I have to decide on this flower. Again, it is saying use me, use me, use me, and I think I am going to use it, use it, use it, I think. Because I also want to do some buttons. Give me a second. So what do you think? No, I'm joking. I think what I'm going to try to do is have some flowers. Not these paper flowers. These fabric flowers. I think I'm going to try and have them come out with this wire. See, this is where I always get flustered. I think flustered is a good term to use. So I think what I'm going to do is just have a few stems come out and they're going to meet. So let me see if I can do this really quickly, and if not, I won't even waste time doing this because it just won't make any sense. And then I have to figure out, because what I think I want to do is I need a pencil. What I'm doing right now, ladies, is way out of my league. What I'm trying to accomplish is way, way, way out of my crafting comfort zone. But because of that gold in there, I don't want that to be lost. So I was thinking, even if I did a few stems, can't see, get it together, girl. Come on, lights. A few stems coming from the bottom with this gold on here, this little gold, the metal piece, and then I can put a saying or something at the top. So I'm going to try that really quickly. I'm just going to do about four of these little flowers. I'm going to go off camera and do those. Okay, so this is where we are now, and where I originally wanted to go with this is definitely not where I have been driven by my craziness, my frantic mind, and it's okay. It's definitely fine, no big deal, because it's about having fun, and I believe that I am definitely having fun. I know for a fact I am, because again, this is something that I've never done, and I feel like it's a cute project. I just need to figure out do I want these to be straight up and down, curved, because I'm getting ready to, these will be, this piece right here will be loose. It will not be glued down. I'm going to put all of my faith in this glue gun and these backs right here to be glued down. Also, I was going to put a saying up there, but I think that I'm not going to do that at the moment. But you see these big, flappy little flowers? In order to cover up some of that red, what I think I'm going to do is this. We'll see. I don't know. Definitely not going to be putting any blue in there because I don't have any blue on here. And here we go. So what I'm going to do is apply all this glue down on here, and that glue is hot. Once I stick this on here, I'm committed to this placement. Whew, that's hot. Very hot. Very, very, very hot. So let's see if it works. And I'll probably get some bling to go along the bottom. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if you ladies are employed or retired or in between jobs right now, and definitely a stay-at-home mom, in my opinion, is probably the hardest job to do. At least at work you have people that you can be like, I don't like so and so and so. You can't really say it about your babies. You may have your favorite. I'm not judging. I have mine. But for the most part, at home, you know, you have a set thing to do. So I had a meeting yesterday where I work. The people didn't like our decisions that we were making. And so my doctor that I work with wasn't at work yesterday. And so everybody was like, I hope you don't mind us beating up on you. I was like, I'm ready. I said, none of my answers are going to change. And I really don't feel like they beat up on me. I think they were just, needing clarification for why we make some of the decisions that we make, which is always, welcome. Especially if you do it in the right way. But if you start to do it where you think you're just going to walk all over someone, then they're thinking about walking over the wrong person, if that was the case. But I didn't get that from the meeting that I had. I just felt like they needed clarification. And when you tell your child no more ice cream, for example, and they want to dispute why, and sometimes it's because you said so. That really is how it is, because you said so, not because of any other reason. But in my instance, it's because we have rules to follow by someone else, not by, it's not like we just reach in the air and say, oh, I'm going to pick this today. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to put some butterflies on here just because I like how that's looking. I hope you do too. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think I may put some lace up there. I don't know. If I was smart, I could have painted it, but y'all know how I'm about that smart section when it comes to crafting. I kind of just sit here and hope for the best when I'm making impromptu projects. Like I do have some projects that I like with Mom to Create that she asked me to do, the snowman. I'll have all of that stuff already out and ready. And that's something that I have already done. So I have a pretty good understanding on how it should be. I'm just trying to dig out some non-purple gems. I want to put this pink and the other pink on there, even a gold one. But every handful I grab, probably because I keep putting a handful that I grab back in there, I'm looking for a big gold one or a pink one. And here we are. I have found it. I'm going to double these up. Hopefully I can double them up. I'm going to put pink and purple if I have an extra pink one. I've crafted myself right off the table because I have so much going on over there. And here we go. I'm definitely not going to chant, and that wasn't what I wanted to do, but here we are. I'm not going to chance putting the glue on my finger with that one, because, hot glue is hot. Now we are with that one, and, the butterfly can kind of look like it's in motion. And because I put that pink one on top, I do need a purple one. And I didn't have a purple one pulled out. I only had pink because I was going to do pink. But, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. And Nicholas is doing his normal thing. I cannot believe that I've been making this video for like over 40 minutes, even though you're only getting an under 30-minute one. I had started doing this, but I am a super slow crafter, so hopefully, you enjoy the slow pace. I feel like when I rush to do things, I make colossal mistakes. And even when I'm going slow, sometimes I make mistakes, but they're not as big as when I'm rushing to do things. See if I can't use that glue that's in there on this gem. Okay, and I'm going to put another one right here, even though it would probably be better up here. I don't want to put it on that lace. So in the comment section below, I'm going to be giving this one away to whoever is selected. I'm going to, what's today, the 11th? I'll do the drawing on Monday. So you have until Sunday. And then I'll do the drawing on Monday and I'll get it out to you. What I'm going to do right here at the bottom is, I think I'm going to just go over it like, no, I don't know. I was going to say like this, but it doesn't look right in my opinion because you can't see the metal pieces, and that's the whole purpose. I will put some flowers at the top though, only because I need space. Just, you know, if you comment and you like it and you don't want this, you don't have to get it. Just put whatever your comment is and just put Poppy in it. P-O-P-P-Y. Not like Poppy, like your boyfriend or your husband, or whatever you call him. Poppy as in like a flower. Do you like to stack up your projects? I have yet to try it. I saw Tim Holtz do it with his, what are those stamps he has out called? It's not emo. Hipster. The hipster stamps where he, takes a stamp and he stamps it out a few times and he stacks them on top, and then Mom to Create did it with her deer for Christmas in July, and I really want to try and do that with a project, so that's what I think I'll try to do next week maybe. Is that, I'm not sure yet, I don't know. I haven't stamped in a while and I'm having stamp withdrawals, I guess. I haven't cut a paper to stamp on. So I am having stamp withdrawals, paper withdrawals. You know, my comfort zone withdrawals, I guess you could say. When this dries, I'll try to clean that up some, that glue. Even though it's clear glue and it's not a big deal, it still looks kind of funky when you look at it. I'm going to put another one right here. So the red is almost all covered up, which is cool. The intention was not to cover the red up as much, but once I picked the paper and everything, it kind of just took a life of its own. And if you all are crafters, which most of you do craft, even if you don't make videos, you know what I'm talking about when you sit down to do one project, or you sit down and do your project a certain way, and at the end it's like, that's not even what I sat down to do. That is definitely how a lot of my projects have been lately. Which is fine, no big deal, because I still think they come out pretty awesome. And I am biased, so yep, definitely biased. Nicholas is playing with the baby's little ball. And the thing is, when he wakes the baby up, he looks at me like, why do you still have this guy here? Nicholas does. And I'm like, if you wouldn't have woke him up, you would have had more time with me by yourself. But hey, you did what you did. I do want to put some stones at the bottom of this. I don't know why, but I won't. So you'll be getting this. I'll be doing a drawing on Monday. You have from now to today, which is Friday. It's a Monday to leave me a comment on whatever you like, but use the word Poppy in your response, because not everybody wants, you know, not everybody wants to be entered. And you'll get it just like this. I'm not going to change anything. I will clean up that dry glue though before I mail it out, and I will get it, I will do the drawing, and you'll have 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that, to contact me. Even if I have your mailing address, I still want you to contact me, because I did a drawing a couple of months ago where I had the person's address and I sent it to them and they didn't even, never mind. It's not important. I just want you to make sure, I want to make sure you're watching the video to see if you want or not, bottom line. So thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great, awesome Friday. Happy Creda.